When I decided that I want to become a virtual assistant, I really had no clue on what services I could even offer. I literally stared at my laptop and asked myself, anong services yung kaya kong i-offer sa mga clients? So if this sounds familiar to you, make sure to finish the video because I will be talking about tasks that you can offer even though you don't have any experience. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Lang and this is a video that will guide you to become an expert VA. Welcome to another episode of the VA Blueprint. I'm sharing tasks that even beginners can do because guys, I did this myself when I was just starting out. The very first task is data entry. So, data entry is technically you will be entering information in spreadsheets, databases, or forms. So, in data entry, if you are good in paying attention to detail, you are very organized and you are patient in carefully checking. Like, i-double check mo, i-triple check mo yung mga information na ini-enter mo sa database or sa system, data entry is a good skill that you can offer. Kasi in data entry, you might be handling customers' information, mga addresses, phone numbers na i-enter nyo sa database or sa mga spreadsheet. So, kailangan make sure mo na tama yung mga information na ilalagay mo. Now, if you would ask me, anong mga tools yung dapat alam ko if I want to offer the data entry service? Very good question. The tools that you should know for you to offer this service is you should know how to use Microsoft Excel, Google Sheet, CRM, or yung mga Google Forms. Now, the next service that you could offer is email management. As a VA for 3 years, guys, this is one of the most favorite services that I love offering to my clients. And if you will ask me why, email management contributes a very big impact to their business and sa day-to-day task ng aking client. Because guys, in reality, executives, directors, CEOs, they don't have much time to spend their day sa pag-organize ng kanilang email. Kasi guys, if you are running a business, emails are right there and here. As in, sobrang dami mong emails na nare-receive on a day-to-day basis. And kapag nireplyan lahat ni client yon, kapag inorganize niya yung inbox niya, it would take him 2 to 3 hours para gawin yon. And napakadami nang pwedeng gawin ni client sa 2 to 3 hours na yon instead of sitting down in front of his laptop organizing his email. So as a VA, that's your goal. You should help your client to manage and organize his inbox. So ano nga bang ginagawa pag nag-email management ka? Technically, you are organizing your client's inbox, you are managing his emails, you are drafting replies for him, you are archiving emails for him, and you should know how to do labeling at least. So this is how I label emails. I normally start by jumping on a Zoom call with my client. Because the reason behind that, I need to know kung ano yung mga emails na pwede kong replyan on his behalf and ano yung mga emails na gusto niya siya lang yung mag-handle. Ano yung mga emails na para sa kanya is spam, ano yung mga emails na gusto niya mag-unsubscribe na ako sa mga newsletter na yon, and I need to learn how to mirror his way of responding to emails as well. Now, the next service that you could offer is calendar management. So for this service, what you will normally do is you should know how to send calendar invites, you should know how to block their schedule, you should know how to manage their calendars, and you should set some reminders for them. Now, for you to perform this one, you should know how to use Calendly, Outlook Calendar, Google Calendar. So those are the normal tools na ginagamit to perform this service. Now, sa panahon ngayon, it's already 2025. Sino ba naman ang hindi marunong mag-book ng appointment? Sino ba naman ang hindi marunong mag-block ng calendar? Now, I think the techie part here is how you should know to color code your client's calendar. Kasi in my experience, guys, when I start working with a client, karamihan sa kanila, they are not familiar on how to do color coding. Hindi nila naiintindihan kung gaano mapapadali ang buhay nila at kung gaano magiging clear ang kanilang schedule if they know how to color code. So ako, ang ginagawa ko lang naman ay color code in a way para alam namin kung ano yung specific schedule na yon. So for example, for purple, it's work. For orange, it's for family. And yung green or other color is for other events. Kasi guys, if you know how to color code your client's calendar, once tinignan ni client yung kanyang calendar for the whole week or for the whole month, makikita niya agad na, oh okay, may event pala yung anak ko sa school ng ganitong araw. So I need to make sure na ganitong araw tapos ko na yung mga gagawin ko para tomorrow I'm free. Now, I have a meeting pala with marketing team this time, this day. I need to make myself available. Kasi ako guys, personally, parang nadadalian akong i-categorize yung mga bagay-bagay pag naka-color code siya. And pinapasa ko yon sa client ko. And so far, lahat naman ng client ko is very thankful and they're very grateful na tinuro ko sa kanila yon and inintroduce ko sa kanila yung technique na yon kasi napadali din talaga yung buhay nila. Now, the next service that you could offer is social media maintenance. Guys, this is another service na napakadali lang para sa inyo i-offer kay client because sino ba naman dito ang hindi familiar sa mga social media platforms? Kasi technically guys, for social media maintenance, ang mga gagawin nyo lang, you will handle the engagement, magre-reply kayo kila client or customer sa messages, and you will be posting or scheduling the post itself. O, diba? Ginagawa natin yon on a day-to-day basis. So, napakadaling i-offer ng services na yon. So, the next service that you could offer is basic research. So, in this task, guys, ang gagawin mo, you will normally do some research about the product, about a competitor, about a supplier, or some contacts. Ang technical na part lang here is how you can compile it in a document and to make it look very organized and readable. Kasi hindi naman pwede na okay, nahanap ko nga yung contact information, nahanap ko nga yung product information, nahanap ko nga yung name, yung addresses, yung mga prices, yung mga companies ni competitors, tapos ipe-paste mo lang sa isang document. Kailangan, we need to ensure that it's very organized and it's very readable, that once we send it to the client, madali niyang maiintindihan yung na-research mo. And with the help of different search engine platforms and AI platforms, this kind of service is very, very easy to do. Sino pa bang hindi marunong gumamit ng Google, ng ChatGPT dyan? Siguro naman ay wala na. Another service that you could offer is customer service. So for this service, if you know how to provide the best service, if you know how to do an extra mile for the customer, you could offer this service as well. So customer service, it can either happen through chat, through phone, or through email. So if alam mo and marunong kang mag-handle or makipag-usap ng maayos sa mga customers, you can definitely offer this service. Kasi alam nyo guys, if you're good with customer service, hindi naman nalilimit yon sa pakikipag-usap nyo sa customers lang. If you are good with speaking with customers, it means that you can also speak with the clients. So minsan yung mga businesses, kahit wala naman silang direct customers na nakakausap, the mere fact that you know how to provide the customer service, kampante si client or si business na, okay, pwede niya ring makausap yung mga possible suppliers ko, yung mga possible vendors ko, or yung mga potential clients ko. So the next service that you could offer is file organization. Now, if you are familiar with Google Drive, Dropbox, you know how to rename files, you know how to organize files, you can definitely offer this service. Because guys, companies, businesses, directors, and CEOs, they are managing multiple documents on a day-to-day basis. So ikaw, as a VA, your goal is to help them to keep it organized and to maintain yung mga folders or yung mga drive. So again, if you are good with organization, you can definitely offer this service. So guys, I hope that you've learned a lot from this video. And again, those are the services that you could offer even though you don't have any experience as a virtual assistant. And I just want to highlight guys, na make sure you will include that on your portfolio. If you are confident that you can perform and offer those services, make sure to attach that on your portfolio. Para pag chinek ni client or ni HR yung portfolio mo and makita nila na ino-offer mo pala yung services na yon, trust me, it's a very good set of services for you to start your freelancing journey. Now, if this kind of video interests you, make sure to subscribe in my channel because I uploaded multiple videos talking about some tips on how you can start your freelancing journey. Once again, my name is Lang and of course, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!